Life's biggest philosophical questions explained in 13 minutes. By easily explained. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but on this channel I'm going to get philosophical at certain points. So that explains this video right here. So yeah, let's see this.
Why is there something rather than nothing? Of all the questions humanity has ever asked, this might be the most profound. Why does anything exist at all? Why is there a universe, a reality, rather than absolute nothingness? Why doesn't it all look like this? Hello? Hello? The German philosopher Gottfried Leibniz famously asked this very question, concluding that there must be a necessary being, something that exists by its own nature. Many religious traditions take this as an argument for God. But not everyone agrees. Bertrand Russell dismissed it outright, saying the universe simply is and there's no further explanation needed, which is a quite boring and unimaginative answer if you ask me. Modern physics, however, offers other possibilities. The Big Bang Theory suggests our universe had a beginning, but what came before it? Some physicists argue that quantum mechanics allows for something to emerge from nothing, an unstable vacuum state that inevitably produces existence. Others propose that our universe is just one of many in an infinite multiverse, removing the need for a singular cause. Still, these explanations only push the question further. Why do these laws of physics exist in the first place? Why not nothing? Perhaps, as Martin Heidegger suggested, this is simply the fundamental question of existence, one we may never truly answer. But one thing is clear: there is something rather than nothing. So now that you are here, you might as well get the best out of it. Does God exist? If there is something rather than nothing, does that imply a creator? For centuries, this question has fueled debate between philosophers, theologians, and scientists alike. The cosmological argument, famously put forth by Aquinas, asserts that everything in existence must have a cause. Trace those causes back.
Okay, with religious people, they view our existence. With most religious people, they try to explain our existence as caused by a god, like a god had to create us. But like, if we look at it like that, and if God created us, then what created God? Because like, I can relate to the previous question asked, which was talking about why does anything exist rather than nothing? Because like, if God created us, then what created God? And most religious people will say, well, God has always existed. But if that's the case with God, then why can't the universe exist on its own? Do you see what I'm trying to say? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. It's kind of weird. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thought I have.
Far enough, and there must be an uncaused first cause, something that exists by necessity rather than contingency, often identified as God.
But like, then if it's just crazy, because like, look, if God exists to create us, then what created God? Therefore it would be, what's the word I'm looking for? It would be plausible to assume that if God didn't have a beginning or end, it would be plausible to assume that the universe could have always existed and it didn't have a beginning. But I mean, according to science, science has proven to us that it probably had a beginning. So I don't know. Let's see where it goes. Brief intermission. If you're enjoying this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon by subscribing to this tier, where you get access to my commentary video scripts, my commentary videos unreleased thumbnails. You also get access to knowledge of the next commentary video. You also get a shout out at the end of all my videos, including my reactions like this one. And you also get a bonus custom wallpaper every month made by me. So yeah, that's awesome. And I'm not forcing you to, but like if you're feeling generous, you can instead subscribe to this tier over here, where you get everything from the previous tier, and you also get access to all my art pieces. So yeah, it's awesome. And in advance, thank you, and I really appreciate you supporting me, because like you're slowly helping me get out of the trenches over here. And yeah, without any more delays, let's get back to the video.
The teleological argument, or the watchmaker analogy, suggests that the universe's complexity and order hint at intelligent design. Even modern physics, with its precise fundamental constants, has led some scientists to believe the universe is fine-tuned for life, suggesting a creator. But skeptics argue that science provides natural explanations. Evolution explains the diversity of life without divine intervention. The problem of evil challenges the notion of an...
Because again, if we look at it like that, there's still a couple of things that are that aren't perfect about like us humans, and even animals in general. Because like, for example, if we look at the human body, what the fuck is the function of the appendix? If an intelligent deity was behind everything, and every part of us has a function, what the fuck is the function of the appendix? Like really think about that. Just try and open your mind up, because like if an intelligent deity was behind everything, then the appendix would have a function. And it's not just that, because like I think when I was still in school, we learned something about we learned about like the human skeleton at one point, and then like at the end of the spine, there's something shaped like a tiny tail thing. Like, what's the point of that? I don't know though. I'm dumb.
all-powerful, all-good God. If he is good and sentient, why allow suffering? Some argue that belief in God is a product of human psychology, a way to find meaning in a chaotic world. The debate continues. Science hasn't proven God's existence, but it hasn't disproven it either. Personally,
Yeah, because like, okay, personally, I'm agnostic atheist, because like I live my life like like God essentially doesn't exist, but like I don't know. I just don't know whether he exists or not, because what's the term I'm looking for? The absence of, is it the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence? I think it goes something like that. Yeah, that's why I can't say without a doubt that oh no, God doesn't exist, because I don't know.
I'm agnostic. I don't know, and I don't think anyone does or ever will. Some see God as the answer to existence. Others see no need for one. In the end, it might be a question we're simply not meant to answer. Are we alone in the universe? The vastness...
Okay, this question, truthfully, okay, for I honestly think we're not alone, because like it just doesn't make sense to me that the thought of us being alone in this universe, us humans and animals on this small rock that we call Earth, in the entire universe, we are the only people, that we are the only like terrestrial creatures that exist. Nah, it doesn't make sense, bro.
of the universe suggests that life should be abundant. So why haven't we found any? Physicist Enrico Fermi famously posed the question, where is everybody? His observation, now known as Fermi's paradox, points out that if intelligent life is common, we should have seen some evidence by now. Signals, spacecraft, megastructures, something. Instead, the universe remains eerily silent. One way to estimate the number of extraterrestrial civilizations is through Drake's equation, a formula developed by astrophysicist Frank Drake. It factors in things like the number of habitable planets, the probability of life developing, and how long civilizations might survive. The math suggests that intelligent life should be common. But where is it? One possibility: we may be alone. Intelligent life could be extremely rare. Another: civilizations self-destruct before reaching interstellar travel. Or they could be actively avoiding us. Some believe that civilizations exist.
I mean, but then again, we have to take into consideration that the universe is huge. It's huge, and like, okay, I don't know, maybe those theories are right, but like, it's huge. So yeah, they could be there, but like, they're other intelligent beings are far apart from each other or something. Nigga, I don't know, bro.
But choose to stay quiet out of fear. This idea, known as the dark forest theory, suggests that shouting into the void is dangerous. Because if intelligent species compete for survival, it might be best to remain hidden. If the dark forest theory is true, it is a bit awkward for us. Oops. But if that theory is wrong, then why the silence? Are we the first? Are we the last? Or are we simply not listening properly? I don't know which is more terrifying. The idea that we are truly alone, or that other intelligent beings exist, ones that might see us in the same way as we once saw lesser developed civilizations here on Earth. If history is any guide, first contact doesn't always end well.
Yeah, wait. This reminds me of something that I constantly think about. Like, what if we actually met aliens and like they're way more intelligent than we are, and then like they see the way we live, our technology, and then they're like, these niggas is dumb as fuck. Like, bro, what? That is one crazy ass thought I constantly get. Like, bruh.
What is consciousness? Consciousness is the core of human experience, the awareness of self, thoughts, and sensations. Yet, science and philosophy still struggle to define what it truly is. Philosopher David Chalmers differentiates between the easy problems, explaining how the brain processes information, and the hard problem. Why does brain activity create subjective experience? Why does it feel like something to be conscious? Most scientists take a materialist view, arguing that consciousness emerges from neural interactions. Some believe it's just advanced information processing, while others see it as an illusion. Neuroscience ties consciousness to activity in the cerebral.
Wait. This isn't necessarily off topic, because like it's close to this, but the other day I watched a TikTok about a guy just telling about shit it made me open my mind in some way. The guy in the TikTok said, isn't it crazy that you experience the world through a first person perspective? Like, you can't see your fucking face. You can't see your fucking face whenever you make all these facial expressions. Like, okay, it's weird. This is what I wanted to say.
Cortex and thalamus. Brain Scans has identified brain activity associated with awareness, suggesting that consciousness only happens in the brain. However, not everyone agrees. In contrast, dualists following Descartes suggest that consciousness exists separately from the physical body, a view shared by many religious traditions that link it to the soul. Some theories go even further. Panpsychism suggests that consciousness is a universal property of matter, while quantum theories, like those of Roger Penrose, propose that consciousness arises from quantum processes in neurons. If materialists are right and consciousness arises purely from physical processes, could artificial intelligence ever become truly conscious? Some argue it can only mimic awareness, while others believe a sufficiently advanced AI might develop subjective experience. If robots can gain awareness, does that mean that we are just biological machines? Or is awareness something deeper, perhaps even fundamental to existence itself? Do we have free will? The question of free will
This question, this question, whether we have free will or everything's just fucking predetermined, this question haunts my ass every morning, cause bro, if okay, me personally, I don't have like a distinct opinion on this, because like both sides have very good points, so I can't make one decision on what I believe, because like if everything that has ever happened to me has led me to this point, has led me to me making this decision to start recording this and like reacting to this video, it's just fucking crazy, because like if that's the case, what if I just sit and do nothing? Does that mean I don't have does that mean free will? I don't have. I don't know, bro. This is confusing.
whether we truly make choices or merely follow predetermined paths, has been a philosophical battleground for centuries. Some argue that we are the architect.
Cause like I once I think there was this one clip of Joe Bartolozzi that I saw, where like he brought up a very good argument for the fact that the idea that everything's predetermined. He was like he was like if I ask you which do you prefer, an apple or a banana, and you say, for example, you say apple, whether even if we turned back time to that exact moment when I asked you that question, you will always pick apple, because everything you've gone through has led to you preferring an apple over a banana. But like if I ask you again within the same timeline, if I ask you that question again, maybe you change your decision or something. So yeah, as I just thought I should mention
Text
that.
of our own actions, while others claim our sense of control is just an illusion. Many believe in libertarian free will, the idea that human beings can make genuine choices unconstrained by past events. This view underpins our sense of moral responsibility. Punishment and reward only make sense if people have the capacity to choose between right and wrong. Religious traditions often affirm this belief, seeing free will as essential to divine justice. Determinists argue that everything, including human decisions, is the result of prior causes, our biology, upbringing, and the laws of physics. According to some findings in neuroscience, brain activity linked to decision-making occurs before we consciously decide, suggesting our choices are predetermined rather than freely made. If your brain activity precedes your awareness of a choice that has already been made, then do you have free will? Some, like David Hume and Daniel Dennett, propose compatibilism, the idea that free will and determinism can coexist. They argue that as long as we act in accordance with our own desires, without coercion, we are free in a meaningful sense, even if those desires are shaped by forces beyond our control. What is the nature of reality? Do we experience the world as it truly is, or is
Matrix bros.
our perception merely a filtered illusion? Materialism, the dominant scientific view, holds that reality consists solely of physical matter governed by natural laws. Everything, space, time, consciousness, emerges from interactions of particles and forces. But quantum mechanics challenges this assumption. Experiments suggest that observation affects reality, and particles exist in multiple states until measured. Philosophers have long questioned the reliability of our senses. Plato's allegory of the cave argued that we perceive only shadows of a deeper truth. Kant suggested that reality as it exists is unknowable, filtered through the limitations of human perception. Idealists like Berkeley went further, claiming that reality is purely mental, existing only as experience. Some interpretations of simulation theory
Wait, so that okay, I think that would explain why that why each one of us has different experiences with with some things that have been experienced by other people. So yeah.
Just that our universe could be an artificial construct. Whether reality is material, mental, or something beyond our understanding, the question remains: do we shape reality, or does reality shape us? What is the meaning of life? Few questions have captivated
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. This question also haunts me. Not necessarily haunts me, but like it almost made me take a a very nihilistic view on life. Cause like if you really think about it, you live just to die. So what the fuck is the meaning of life? You're just born to die. Okay, that's some crazy ass shit. What the fuck? You live to die. So okay, the way I see it, yeah, life is meaningless, but like I have this existentialist view on the world. See, if life is meaningless, then for me to create any meaning out of my, I have to make meaning out of the life I'm given. So like if I want to, for example, if I want to make YouTube videos, that's my purpose. If I want to make music, that's my purpose. If I want to make art, that's my purpose. That's the meaning I've drawn out of the life I'm living. That's that's what I want to do. That's my, my purpose. And that's my thought process, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid.
humanity more than the search for meaning? Is there a grand purpose, or is existence simply an accident? Religious traditions often provide purpose through divine will. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism suggest life is a test, with moral choices determining an afterlife. Hinduism and Buddhism see life as part of a cycle, with enlightenment as the ultimate goal. These perspectives offer meaning through faith, but are they inherent truths or human constructs? Existentialists like Sartre and Camus reject preordained purpose, arguing that meaning must be created by the individual. Nihilists take a darker view, claiming life is inherently meaningless.
Yeah, okay, yeah, bro. I do not like, I feel like nihilism is just way too negative. I mean, I was a nihilist at one point in life when I just couldn't find any purpose in my life, but like, bro, now I know what I have to do, but nihilism is just so, it's such a doomer mentality. I mean, nihilists speak the truth, but like, dude, I need to be a little positive.
While humanists propose that meaning arises through relationships, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Science, rooted in evolution, suggests that life has no intrinsic purpose beyond survival and reproduction. Yet, the study of consciousness, the universe, and the nature of reality leaves room for deeper inquiry. Is meaning subjective, or is there a hidden order to existence? Ultimately, the answer may be whatever we choose to make of it. Is there life after death? Few questions have haunted humanity as deeply as what happens after we...
I mean, okay, with this question, the fact is, we don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't mean to bash on Christians. I don't mean to bash on Christians or other religious people, but dude, just accept that you don't know. You don't know what the fuck happens when you die. That's, I feel like admitting that you don't know, that's the most humbling thing, because you don't know. You truly don't know. You truly don't know unless you die. But like, even when you die, you won't be able to tell us what the fuck happens. So yeah, just admit that you do not know shit. Okay? I don't mean to bash on you guys, but like,
die. Every culture, religion, and philosophy has grappled with the mystery. yet no definitive answer exists. Does consciousness continue in some form, or is death simply the end? Many religious traditions claim that an afterlife awaits. In Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, souls are believed to persist in heaven, hell, or other spiritual realms. Hinduism and Buddhism teach reincarnation, where the soul is reborn in a cycle of karmic justice until reaching enlightenment. These beliefs offer comfort and guidelines on how to obtain the best outcome. But are they more than wishful thinking? From a scientific standpoint, the dominant view is materialism. The idea that consciousness is a product of the brain, and when the brain dies, so does the mind. Near-death experiences challenge this notion. People who have clinically died and been revived often report floating above their bodies, seeing bright lights, or encountering deceased loved ones. Some claim to...
Okay, to be honest, I don't know if I believe that, because I've never experienced... Okay, I've never experienced that, so I can't really say. And I've never interacted with someone who claims to have experienced that, so I don't know.
have recalled events they couldn't have physically witnessed, leading some researchers to question whether consciousness might exist separately from the brain. One theory we've already touched on, Roger Penrose's quantum theories, suggests that consciousness might be more than just a product of the brain. If true, this raises the possibility that it doesn't simply vanish when we die. But without empirical proof, the question lingers. Does something await us on the other side, or is death truly the end? Alright, so...
A W video, man. W video. So yeah, I get philosophical on this channel as well. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Support me on Patreon, and check out my commentary channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.